from 4 Leaf Pro here, and I'm going to be reviewing my Junko cosplay. Not as in like reviewing me as a cosplayer cosplaying Junko, but as in reviewing, you know, like, here's what I got, here's what it came in, here's the quality. So, first things first, what I'm going to talk about is the wig. It's from a brand called Ashitaka, and it's a Taobao store. They had actually some really good looking wigs, and I was like, I'm going with this one. I was a little nervous because my shopping service messaged me and they were like, hey, so you know that wig that you ordered? The seller says it's actually lighter than they thought it would be. So I'll put in pictures of what the wig was supposed to look like versus what the wig looked like versus what the seller said it would look like revised. But I don't trust it. We have to have it so. I started like you blonde hair. You were laughing like you didn't care. So either way, I really like this wig. Oddly enough, it smells ridiculously good. It kind of has like a soapy smell to it. Not so much the pigtails as the main part of the wig, but it smells great. I'm not gonna complain. Second, I will review the circle lenses that are in my eyeballs. Can you see them? I don't really know that you can, especially in this light. But either way, they're the Ivory Crystal Vasen Blue. I have it written down somewhere. There will be a link in the description or somewhere around here. I got them from Pinky Paradise. I chose the Halloween free shipping. It took a while for them to get shipped out. But once they did get shipped, they came here really fast. So that was good. They're very comfortable. They didn't quite have my prescription, so I did a no-no and just went up 0.25 for my right eye. And I can still see, you know, well with them. It's essentially just like if I had, you know, a prescription that was a little bit off from the eye doctor, which, having astigmatism, I'm used to that. So, not a big deal. I like the circle lenses. They do show quite a bit of the ring of your natural eye, but, you know, you get what you get, and I like these a lot, so. Let's see, next we'll review these clips, and again I'll have a link somewhere, probably in the description. So these clips are really nice, they're plush. Does mean they will get dirty, but I do like them a lot. So I really have nothing bad to say. They're attached by little, I don't think you can really see them, but alligator clips. So those little clips that are kind of like, eh. I know, I'm really not very good at describing things. And then these are actually 2 pigtails each, by the way, which is the more expensive option, but it's not that much more expensive. And look how fabulous it makes everything. I mean, crazy Junko hair. That's what I wanted it, and I got it. Let's see. Next, I'm just going to kind of pan down and show you the actual costume, so we're going to talk about that. So this is right here safety pinned because it does not, these kind of come up and they're black and it's awkward and it's not supposed to look like that. This I would have gotten a size up in had I gone back and done it, because I went with the one that was kind of like my exact measurements, and so you can't see, you know, the bra that I spent time fixing up, which I'm never a person to complain because you can't see my bra, but this time I'm complaining because you can't see my bra. So anyway, I'll pan down a little more so we can see the tie, which I'm just really bad at tying ties. It does not come with buttons. I do have buttons, which I will show. And the skirt is ridiculously short. The skirt comes in one size, just one. So you are kind of SOL if you are too big or too small, or if it's very, very short. I don't mind things being very, very short. I'm used to it. I don't care. but some people would not want something that barely covers their booty. I do wear shorts under my short skirts like this, so I don't have a problem with it. I did not buy shoes for this cosplay. I had some combat boots and I was like, these are the 2 buttons. I don't have the 3rd red one, but I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what, whatever. Because I don't want to pay a ton of extra money for buttons. Now I will say, the Junko costume itself, the top and the skirt, are from a company called Fantasy Sheep. They both came in packaging like this, so it's really cute packaging, but Fantasy Sheep does something that's really stupid, and let me tell you what it is. The top includes the tie, and that's it. So you get charged separately for the top and the skirt, and that's silly to me, because, and let me explain this, it's like 110 won for the skirt, which is a ridiculous price for a skirt, and I still paid it, yes I know, which is on me, but, and then it's like 188, I think, for the top, which you would think, okay, 188, it's simple as heck, you know, okay, that should be the price, but no, it's not. So that is something to think about if you want to buy the costume for Fantasy Sheep. Also, I mean, the tie is ridiculous, having to pin it down like that. It shouldn't happen. But the tie itself is just too thick in some areas. Anyway, so I'm not going to show it to you because this thing is on my body and I don't really need anyone seeing things that they don't need to see. But the skirt does not have a fish or a hook and eye closure. So a hook and eye closure is essentially, you know, this is going to look really, really bad. I hope this is not the thumbnail. It's essentially, you know, there's a little hook that goes like that, and then there's a little, there's a little eye that's kind of like that. There's a little hook and it goes like this and clips at the top. And that's right above the zipper. And that just kind of helps things stay on and make sure your zipper doesn't go down, all that kind of stuff. Almost, actually I think legitimately every costume I've ordered, Taobao or not, has had that hook and eye closure. But this one doesn't. And that bothers me, especially because the zipper is a little wonky. The zipper is kind of tough to get up and down, and so that's kind of a, I paid 110 won for this, which in retrospect is very, you know, minuscule, but it's still, I think you could have splurged for the hook and eye. And that is something that I could install myself very easily, yes, but I still do think that it should have come with it, especially if you're charging separately for these things. Let's see. Is there anything else to talk about with this costume? I'm gonna reiterate, if they have your exact measurements, probably don't get it. And measure with the bra you're gonna wear, because, and any padding. Because I am wearing a push-up bra with the racer back style to really emphasize, and like chicken cutlet inserts. So, I mean, that's a lot. And so you can kind of tell that it's a lot for the costume. And the other thing I wanted to say is that these buttons, I don't know if you can really see it, but they are already framed. Just from, you know, like putting it on. Like the buttonholes aren't sewn around, so it makes it really easy for the fabric to fray. So I think what I'm going to do is just go over it with some clear nail polish, but again, minus points for that. So I would say actually, don't go with Fantasy Sheep. As nice as their costume looks, and as, I mean, it's a really nice looking costume, but don't go with it, I would say, because it just is not that great of a quality. And other things are certainly cheaper. It was much cheaper to go with like a full, here's the thing kind of option versus what I got. But, you know, I'm not unhappy. Just unhappy with a few little details, you know. But anyway, so that's kind of my Junko review.